Right. This is my first flight outside, apart from the garden, with the drone. So, there she is. I'm going to try and see what I can do with her on the golf course. We're probably already a fair elevation up, but we can technically go 120 meters up in the air. This is the DJI Mini 4K. I've only had it about a week. Done all the software updates. Everything should be working for it as far as I know. Everything's charged. I've got 2 spare batteries. I've got my remote. Now I'm going to have to, because of this, you've got to mount your phone. I'm going to put my phone in there, so I'll probably have to stop recording at some point. But I'm going to give it a little bit of a go. So let's try. Take it out of its secure pouch first, which I will pop here. Always remember, well, I've only learned, get your blades out, your front ones out first, and then snap your back ones, otherwise they'll end up locking in. And what I've also read online, which makes sense, try not to power your drone on first, just in case it decided to take off and fly off, which it probably ain't going to do. But I'm going to leave that there, and luckily you probably can see this surface here. This is the old Lofthouse Golf sign, which some kids have kindly ripped down, dragged all the way up here. It weighs an absolute ton, but it'll act as a perfect landing zone for the drone. So what I'm going to do now is just stop my preview. Well, I'm going to keep recording on here, but I'm going to turn my preview off, my GoPro preview off. And because my phone has to go in here, I have to take the damn case off, which is a bit of a pain in the ass, and I've just fucking broke it. I think it snaps back on anyway. So, and there's a fair bit of glare today, so I'm not sure how much that's going to impede me. So let's get the camera in. It can be a bit fiddly, this. I think it can anyway. Right. Oops. Kill everything. Right. There. Fully in, secured in there, it just snaps into there. And then because it's Android, USB-C to USB-C. Plug that in. I'm going to load the DJI app in just 1 second, because I'm going to put my screen recorder on and do that all again, and I'll probably have to kill it all. Yep. So open the DJI app. So I'll probably be able to show this at some point, but it says obviously nothing's on at the minute, so it's a 1 press followed by a long press, powers it on. I don't know if you can see, but you'll have your flashing lights. That's because it's not connected to the drone at the minute, and you can see it says connect to aircraft. So what I'll do is, under the drone, 1 press followed by a long press. Make sure it's nice and flat. It's made a noise, it's going to start flashing. All the blades and rotors have just started clicking in, which means it's probably getting ready. The back is flashing continuously now, and I'm just waiting for them to pair. And once they pair, hopefully, there we go, it says go fly. At the minute it says unable to take off, and I think the reason why, and I've already forgotten one of the steps, is to take the cover off, stupid me, of the gimbal. Pop that there. That's that done, and you can just see it's just calibrating now. So it's looking for satellites. It looks like there's 11 satellites in the top right hand corner. I've got 99% battery.
Home point updated.
There you go, home point's just been updated. I'm going to fly in 4K. It can do 1080p, but I've got a massive SD card that sits in the back. And one thing I've already forgotten to do is, in the bottom of the remote, here little, sticks, how you control the sticks. Like aircraft flying past, these I've got to be careful of. Just screw these in. I already lost it. I can see me getting some replacements in it at some point. Right, so everything is on at the minute. I'm just going to move my storage bag away. So, first flight, I've done everything. It says at the top left, takeoff permitted. I've got 21 satellites, which is good. I've got good visibility. I'm high up, as far as I can see. If I just check myself, I'm not sure if I can probably just about see myself in the camera. But good visibility. There's no one around. There is a lot of dog walkers around here, but it's after lunchtime. There's no one around. I'm not anywhere near anybody, so I'm probably safe to take off. So let me think of how to do this. There is two ways you can do it. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to check the app here. As you can see here on the app, this says where I am. That, I'm assuming, now this is new to me, I'm assuming you can see on the screen. I think that's as far as I can probably fly it, which is the 500 metre distance, but there's no chance I'm going to fly it over them houses. Even though it's under 250 grams, you probably can fly it in a lot more places than you can do with the heavier drones, I've learned. But for me, I'm just wanting to learn to take off, get a few panoramics, mess around with the camera, and see where I can go. But that's quite a good idea. And then if you keep zooming out, I can see there's no restrictions. There's restrictions up here, and that one up here is Leeds Bradford Airport. And then I'm not sure what that one is up there. Sherburn in Elmet. So there's an airport near there. And I think even if you go into Wakefield, the good old Wakefield prison, so I can't make any deliveries. Right. So I'm going to go back off the map. Find my drone. Oh no, I don't want to do that. I don't mind it. Let me move that. Let's cancel that one because I know my drone is or something. So I'm just going to go in, even though I've heard it say home point updated. If you go into the safety here, no, it says user when it's in flight, but it did say in my ears, because I've got my Bluetooth headphones on. I'm not listening to music. It's just in case I was to get a phone call or anybody need to get in contact with me, because I'm having to use my phone on the drone as my viewpoint. It's just in case of any emergencies. I mean, I can answer, and I can answer with my phone, with my watch as well. So I am connected. I can hear things. There's a plane coming in right over on the far right hand side, but I think round here they probably fly about 3,000 feet in the air. So I'm nowhere near that. So I would argue I'm pretty safe to fly. I think, like other people have said as well, I think your first flight out in your garden, if you're messing around, you're only going to like the height of your fence, it's quite safe. But when you're here in the open, you're really conscious of losing it. But all the videos say don't be scared of losing it, because it's got a return to home button, or pissing people off. I've got my operator's ID, which is on a license, which is on the drum, clearly displayed. I've paid me, I think it was £11.25 for the year to do that through the I can't remember the name of it, but like aircraft association, so you can fly these and light craft, like airplanes. So I've done that. The only thing I haven't done yet is, but I've read up a lot about it, and I've read a lot of the information of what you can and can't do with drones, is the license. I think you can do like a theory test online, which is free, and it lasts for 5 years. So I think I'm probably going to do that just in case, and I think they give you a card, just in case I did come into some problems and somebody wanted to know if I have a flyer's ID, which I technically don't need for this, but hey ho. Right, so I think you've got to now twist these in to power it on. So we've got, I don't know if you can see it, the blades are going.
Home point updated.
Home point updated. What I must not forget to do is what I always do, is forget to press record. So it's now recording. So now we're about knee height to me. And lighten the drone up. Always got to try and maintain visibility or line of sight with the drone. I don't know if you can see me pulling the heads cut off. So now we can have a good look around. We're only 4.3 metres. So what we'll do is we'll go up. That's a bit scary. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get a bit more sight of it. Yeah, so we're up in the air now. So I can actually see it because it was above my head a minute ago, and because it was above my head and the sun's there, to be honest, I'm going to put my hat on. That's better. So we should have nice. I'm still getting used to the movement. So that's me. That's left. I've got it in cine view. There's 3 settings in the middle of the controller. Cine, normal, and sport. And I've got it in cine at the minute because I don't really want it to. I don't really want it to fly off anywhere. There is somebody just walking over there, but they're a million miles away from me. They're not coming anywhere near me as far as I can see. They're only 10 metres high above here, but you would be a lot higher. So I'm just going to have just a quick check around. There's nothing here. I'm just going to see that from here. That has just moved a ridiculous pace to the left hand side, but what you've seen there, or what I'm filming, it's done nothing. It's hardly moved, and this is only 10 metres and I can go 120, which is a little bit worrying. I'm just going to take her up a bit more. I can still hear it, but it's ridiculously high. There is some pylons there, but I'm nowhere near them, so we should be okay to fly. Still got 87% battery. I'm in flight. I've got 28 satellites now. So I'm going to keep taking her up. I can just about hear her. See, I can hardly hear it now. And it's like, it's just literally a pinprick in the air. This is mental. There's Leeds Road, just down there. Loft House. Loft House Estate. Or Loft House Gate. I'll just swing it round. Up there in the middle of the screen now, that's the car wash. As I'm actually technically on the old golf course. And this marshy field here is like the top of the golf course. We were actually going to put a driving range up here many years ago, but we never bothered. I can just hear something, and I don't know if that's... It's over there. How the hell's it got over there? Oh, there's me. There's me in the bottom there. You can see me waving. That's me coming back. It's a nifty little thing. There we go. You can just hear a pheasant. So there's all the golf course over there. See if I can just... Right. It's awkward because getting used to flying, the left is right and the right is left, the up is down, the down is up. So I'm trying to get used to the control of it. But this is going over to the golf course. And if I pan it round here. Maybe you should just be able to see me there. Ooh. So I know, because I'm facing there, I know I'm facing me. If I do it up now, this should come towards me. You should. Have a look at her. Quite close there. There she is. There's what I'm recording on. Right, let's send it up again. I've still got 71% battery. So let's have another. I really want to go out that way. So I think I'm going to turn around, move my gimbal up a bit, which can be controlled on the back. Right, if anybody's played in the game, it's like having a controller in your hand. I'm just looking for nobody's about. And the good thing about this is, whilst I'm stood here messing around, that's just stood floating. It's not windy today at all. Last couple of days it has been, but there's no one about. So we're going to fly her back up again. Try to do it quite slow. I'm going to move it. A little bit away from me there, so I can actually see what I'm doing. And then we're going to send her up. See, I can see it, but you can hardly hear it now. That is ridiculous, the height. And that over there is looking into Wakefield. You go there, you've got, that's Leeds Road. I don't know why, I'm just going to mess around. Can you not take pictures whilst you're recording? I'm not sure. Ah, there's a 110 bus. Wonder if it's on time. Just pan left. Again, there's the Lofthouse Gate Park estate. I really want to have a look over there, because up there is the golf course. Get my words out. That is the car wash, but there's loads of stuff being in and out there, unofficially or officially. I'm just trying to look. I cannot actually. I can hear a plane. Nowhere near it. You can see it. Put the gimbal up in the air. You should be able to see it. There you go there, that's, where's it there? Where are we now? Oh, that's Leeds Road again. All the way over there. As I say, that's going out towards Leeds over there. We're panning around. That's Leeds. Right, so we're nearly at a ceiling limit now. I can hear it. There we go. And there I am, just there. It is alarming. I could just see it. That is me all the way down there. You could just see it in the centre. Mad. I've still got 50% battery. I'm just going to bring it down a bit. Move the gimbal up. I think what I'm going to do is, what's my directions now? So that's where she is, just above me. There we go. So let's try return to home. That way. There she is. We're going to climb a little bit lower. I can see you now. Right, there's nothing here. I really want to get to 120 metres. metre, so that's looking out. Literally, that's half of it. That is alarming. On this one, what I'm viewing here, I've got 37% battery left. Right, let's max it out.
Max altitude reached.
Max altitude reached. That's good, is that? I'm glad I set that. The worst thing I want is to hit something or fly too high. There we go. Leeds Road again. Seems to assess with Leeds Road. Left out data states. You've got the abandoned field to the right. You've got the rhubarb fields all on the left and back. That's kind of pointing towards, if I take it up, that's like Rothwell way. Well, actually Rothwell's over there. That's Leeds Road on the right hand side, following up. As you can see all the pylons there. But this is 100, it's only 23 metres away from the M62. And you can actually see in the distance heading towards Leeds, I think that's the M1. You can probably just see it over there. So if I want to fly it that way towards Leeds, which is the way it's pointing, I wouldn't really want to, because I'm not sure how much clearance I have over the pylons, so it's probably a bit dangerous, to be fair. And when I did the return to home, it actually said, I don't know if I saw it on the screen, within 20 metres of me, so it couldn't do it. So it now says I'm within 23 metres. So I think what I'll do is, because that's the golf course, I think I'll just, you can see where it's going, I'll just fly it over there. Which is quite nice. It hasn't exceeded it, because I can see that on the screen, so we'll just lower it a little bit. We'll lower it to about 100, so we're not messing around. Now I'm on 26% battery here. That there in the middle is like the top of the nature reserve, that's all the nature reserve. And going over to there is like the Morrison's Industrial 41. All the estates around there. All the golf course. There's the football pitches in the middle. So now, if you look on the left hand side, I'm panning it round. Hopefully these are coming quite good. I'm just about in line now with where I am. So if I now, even though I've got 23%, it's probably going to come up with a warning in a minute. If I fly this back towards us and follow my flight path, there's a bird over there.
Return to home.
So I can return to home.
Landing.
There she is. Right above my head. There I am. Let's see where she remembers, because it was there and I'm down to 19% anyway. It's a bit off there. I'm here and there. See how far off they get. Not a million miles on it. There we go. Oh, I would say that is not bad, that. I'll take that. I'll take that. So, took off from there, landed there. Now that's not bad, that. I'll take that. Right, I'll stop recording. Hopefully that came off good. My first flight, I've taken it up to 120 meters in the air, and I've got I've had a little bit of a play around. I've done 20 minutes filming in 4K. I've had it up, I've had it down. I didn't make note of how far away I got it from me, so I think what I'll do is I'll replace the battery, get it up, and then I'm going to try and go a little bit further over that way and have a look over the woods or something. Stop that. Brilliant. That's fine. What I'll do is I'll stop the GoPro for a minute. Get enough of me droning on. Right, so I got the bundle pack where you get the battery charger, which comes with 3 batteries, a little docking station to charge it with. What else did I get? It's got some spare blades, screwdriver, a little cradle for it, and a carry bag, which is quite handy, but I've ended up putting the carry bag in a rucksack because I didn't fancy walking that around on my shoulder, didn't like the feel of it. So anyway, so I've left the remote on, it's struggling to connect, but on the back of it, I'll just open it up, and there you go. You just literally pinch the bottom of the battery, pull it out, and then I'll end up charging that later on. And I can go back into my bank, and then I can get my second one out, and it probably won't pick it up here, but they just flashed. It's because I put a battery in and it's dead. So take that back out. You've got your connecting points for your battery there, so you put it in that way up. You can probably hear that now, the plane, and to be fair, flying it over there is probably better, because even though they are apparently something like 3,000 feet in the air, I don't really fancy the drone going anywhere near it and be responsible for anything like that. So battery's gone back in. I can pop that there if you can see it. So I've got the camera reversed, so I'm going to try a similar I'm going to try a similar thing. Update the home point, get that in there. None of that needs to go there. Right, so it's lost connection now, and that's because the drone's not on. So I'll have to repower it back up. One short, one long. There you go. Probably hear that noise. It's going to try and find my remote controller, which there's 4 lights here, which you can actually charge it up from there. But when it's connected, let's have a look. My screen recorder is still going on. I'll just edit that. I'm now down to 3 batteries, but I should be okay. 95% battery, no satellite positioning, because I'm just the best practice is to kind of let it sit for a couple of minutes to find its satellites, find its position. I'll just pop all this in my bag, otherwise I'm going to lose half of my stuff. There, I can hear it in my headphones. You might not be able to hear it, but it says home point updated, so that's good. We've got 15 satellites, takeoff's permitted, it's connected again, everything's fine, and I'm just going to have a drink of water because it is the last day of February, and for once you can actually feel some heat in the sun. So I'm not far from home, so I am thirsty. So what I'll do is I'll get it all up again, the screen recordings, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop the screen recording, and then I'm going to start it again, because otherwise it's just going to be a pain in the ass. So see you in a minute. Right, there we go. I've started it up again. God, I look like a tramp, don't I? Dog walking boots, tracksuit bottoms, hoodie, hat, and red hot. The plane coming over there. The drone's ready, you can just see her there. Oh, that's not bad, that actually. I wonder if I just move it a little bit closer. There. I'm trying to get me and the drone in at the same time. So what I'll do is I'll go back, start my screen recording again. Yes, start recording. Right. So once again, it did say home point. I wonder why the storage is. Right, I know what I've done. For some reason, it was recording nothing. So I've got 4K again, 30 frames per second. I've got 11 hours of footage left, which isn't going to happen because you're lucky to get. It says you can get 31 minutes out of these batteries, but I think it all depends on the wind, the conditions, what you're filming in, etc. But my method in my head is if I can get about 20 minutes out of each battery and get it up and flying, that's why I've got 3, then that should be enough, to be honest. So, and if you flatten them all, you could go and have a rest. If you've got a power bank, pack your power bank, charge your pods up, your battery charger up, and you should be fine. So let's start filming, and then we're going to pull the levers in. I was doing the baby version, which I don't think there's any fault in doing it, but there's a little arrow on the left hand side of the screen with an arrow up, which that kind of gets you up, which I've done before at home, but I think it just gets you to a safe height. But I'm just going to fire them up now. There you go. Take off. So I've got takeoff permitted. There we go.
Home point updated.
And then we're going to home point updated. You can see my camera, which is good. You can see that there. So we're going to head out that way. So I'm going to go. There we go. Right. And then I'm going to scooter over this way. That's quite a nice little shot. Yeah. We're going to look at some rubbish on the floor. Not mine. Right, so the gimbal is pretty much straight on. Oh, the camera. Take her up a bit. You can get it just over the edge. That might be fine. So then if I do the gimbal here, it should be just above my head. Yay, what did I say? Come back a bit, there you go. So I'll use me as a waypoint. Oh, bloody hell. You'll hit my head. Don't do that. Right, so what I'm going to do is move over that way so I can see it. Avoid that bush. And then I think I'm going to pick her up a little bit. Open the gimbal out. I'm still getting used to which way the gimbal goes to pan up and down. There we go. So really, I kind of want to be going that way. So I'm going to move her forward a bit. Can't see any planes. There is, just take her up now. So I'm 15 metres away, and I did say I was going to try and take it a bit further. I think what I'll do is I think I'll get it up to about 50 maybe. Even there, I'm 20 metres, but I'm 20 metres from this point. I'm probably 20 metres up from where I would normally be walking, and you're allowed to take it. I think there is a ceiling limit. You are allowed to take it a bit higher, not higher than 120, but if you're on elevation you can still go 120 if it's safe to do so. I think I want to go over there and I want to have a look at that shit over there. So I think if you go a little bit higher, to 40. Right, I can still see it. So, away we go. We're now 120 metres away. Let's look that way. I'm going to head towards that middle bit in the tree. I don't know if you can see it, but that's like a little... I can see it there. It is alarming how... Yeah, I can still see it. I know which way I'm going. I can still actually see it. It's just literally a pinprick all the way over there. There is an aeroplane, but that's about 30,000 feet. You do shit yourself thinking that well, that's interesting to know then. That where this is, I was going to go and fly it over here. I am pushing the boundaries here because this is, yeah, we're right over there, which is, if I just pan it round, right, see if I can get to 500 metres. Yeah, that's about my max. 496. Probably not a very flattering angle of me. And if I look now, and if you look at the bottom left, that is where I am. The drone is now facing me. And then if I do the gimbal down here, you can actually see some people walking there. That's quite cinematic, Dean. Don't know them. I can't identify them, so I'm trying to keep away from them. My height's still the same, but my distance is... These are all the lovely woods. This is the old Lofthouse Colliery. So if I move my gimbal up, there, all around here was an actual working mine. And obviously that's the golf course. That's where I am, up towards the kind of top to the right of the image. Let's move my gimbal on down again. And that's 360. Really impressed with how far you can take this. I mean, in my head, like 500 meters doesn't sound far, but it is. And like I say, at the minute, it's just a pinprick right over there. But the good thing is, because I know roughly where I am, I know I've got that. There's some smoke over there, which you can see. That's literally behind me. And if I just swivel it round now, I'm on my, that's technically my flight path. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to try, I'm going to stop recording, and I'm going to see, what does quick shots do? I don't want quick shots, I want photos. What's AEB? Do that. Don't know what that did. Nope, I'm not bothered about going there. AEB, single. Ah, right, this is it. Let's try and do a sphere. So this will, as you can see, it's going to move the camera around everywhere and do some odd sphere thing. Not sure if this is helpful. I'm doing this primarily for myself, really. I may or may not put it up on my YouTube channel. I'm just pissing around with it at the minute, to be honest. But already now, I'm still looking at it. It's a pinprick. I know we're not too far. We're only at 30 metres. Excuse me. I've got 58% battery. I've got 26 satellites. There's no one around with it. There was 2 people walking, but I moved it kind of away from them. They probably, I bet they could. I wonder if they could hear it. They probably could, to be fair. Right, so that's a sphere shot. I'm going to do a 180. See what 180 does. And it should knit them all together. And then I can share the images. I'm not yet, I'm not going to mess around buying too much stuff, but you can get filters for the camera. What's a wide angle? Just especially like today, it's a bit glary with the sun. It's a bright day, there's hardly any clouds in the sky. I think once I've done all this, I'm going to do return to home again, because I think it's good to keep practicing that. I want to come back and do some of the other shots, to be fair. So I think I'll just go back to video. I'll hit record. And then I think I'm going to do return to home.
Return to home.
There we go. And I've set my return to home to 60 metres, which, to be fair, up here might be a bit high, I'm not sure. So you should see it now start to come towards me. I'm hoping it's going to come towards me. I'm not sure how this video footage is going to come off because I feel like I'm a long way away from there. I ain't got no microphone, but I have got the media pack on the GoPro 12, which should be picking up noise from the front. There she is, right above my head. Don't miss me. Right, so she's coming down now.
Landing.
And it says landing. I don't know if you can hear that. I see that. What I'll do is I'll just get the gimbal to look at the landing point. Again, it's pretty bang on, to be fair. It's pretty impressive, is that. It's been nearly 500 metres, so that's what, half a kilometre away from me. There I am again. See where it lands this time. I think, is it going to land on my back? I might need to move back. I've gone out of shot now because it was going to land on my bag. Aircraft is suitable for landing construct. Right, okay. So, I shit myself then. I thought it was going to land on the bag. Not that it would matter, but it says I've got to land it manually now. So I'll press OK. And hopefully I can get her into shot. I'm going to go left, right, down.
Landing.
There we go. Boom. 43% battery left. 15 minutes of, well, 13 minutes of flying maybe. So I'll stop my footage there. Yeah, pretty impressed. I've got 43% battery left now. I think what I might do is with this 43, instead of wasting another battery, I have got another battery I can use. I think I might just spin her up. I'm not going to go too far, probably just over here, but I'm tempted to do some of these cinematic shots where are they now? I don't know if you'll be able to see. Oh, bollocks. Not that. Anyway, there's some cinematic shots where I just did like the sphere photograph and the other photograph. You can do the video where I think I'll select me or this area, and you can select it and it'll do like fly arounds or something like that. So I just want to mess around with that. So we're back to where we are. I'm just going to take off again. Spin her up.
Take off.
Up. Up.
Home point updated.
Home point updated, which is always good. It seems pretty accurate. So what I'm going to do is just send her up about, for some reason, that was weird. I didn't like that. I don't know what that was, but I've lost sight of it, which is another thing of, I hope it doesn't do that. I didn't press record as well. That's another thing I'm going to keep forgetting to do. But I don't know what happened then, but I got a glitch in the app or something. I thought someone was going to try and call me. But if that did that over there, I would have shit myself. The only thing I could have done is press the home, return to home, and I know what it sounds like, and that should have brought it back. So what I'm going to do is spin it round. There we go, it's looking at me, but it's kind of facing me now. The gimbal down, I even see the gimbal looking at me. Voila! And now, let's see what these... I might have to stop recording the actual footage here to start it again, but the screen record will do it, and hopefully this will work at the same time. So, stop recording. Right, what are my options? Why does it keep taking me there? Such an idiot. There we go. Right. So the top one takes you into the actual settings whilst you're flying it. The bottom one just takes you into your phone. There you go. The app has a bug. Clearing the app and then reopen the app. Right, I can see the damn thing, so I'm just going to clear the cache whilst it's there. It's hovering. Let's open the app. At least if it falls anywhere, it's here. Right, we're back in. I'll have to keep my eye on that. I'm not too happy about that, to be honest. Right, let's go to quick shots. Let's do a circle. Right, the aircraft centres the camera on the subject and circles it at a constant altitude. Right, okay. If I press start, draw, right, if I draw an object around me, right, that's me done.
3, 2, 1.
There we go, following it, and now blind by the sun. There we go, back to the position. I don't know if that recorded. Let me try another one, which is, I think, what's that one? Alright, we'll do that one. It pivots around me apparently. Okay. Start, do that. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. This is the circle in which it is. Please come back. I'm assuming it comes back, but now it's just flying around at some pace. I don't know if you can see it. There we go. And it should come back to us. Come here. Come here. Stop. Wow, that's pretty impressive. I like that feature. I like that. That was pretty cool, that. That was a squiggly line one. What does rocket do? The camera focuses down on the subject. It goes up at a rapid speed. Right, there's nothing around us. Let's try this one. Okay, right. Helps if you draw a box around you. There you go, drawing a box around there. Press start.
3,
2, 1.
1.
See you later, Will. Come back. It costs £330. And there she goes. Up she goes. 23% battery. So I'm assuming she comes back down. Right, 100%. So that's the filming. I don't know if it films coming down. All the stuff I will learn. It's not too windy though, it's actually perfect. Perfect for flying. It's descended at some pace as well. Right, so I think it's happy where it is. And then we'll do this one. Whatever this is. This is the why is it a bit closer to it? If I do this and press start. 3, 2, 1.
1.
It's now saying low battery, but I know I've got 20%, so I should be fine. See you later. I'm not sure how far it goes. 98, 99, 100, so it's gone 30 metres away from me. At 12 metres. But bearing in mind I'm probably about 20 metres up anyway, that's probably about 35 metres up, and now it's returning back. Pretty impressive. Yeah, I am impressed with it. I'm a bit miffed with the app glitch during fucking flight. That could be a fucking problem. I'll have to check that out. So yeah, I've heard you. Right. So I think what I'm going to do is land it. So I'm just going to go back to normal video. There we go. This is normal video. So I think I'm just going to do a bit of a manual land. Let's see where I can get you manually landed. I'm going to drop the gimbal so that it's looking vertically down. So that's that. That's going to come forward. I'm quite happy with that. I want it to move a little bit to that side. There is a bag and a GoPro right underneath it. Turn it on. I know, I can hear you. There you go. Buzzing. I'm quite happy with that, and I've not disturbed anybody. Beautiful. I'm not cold, I'm not piss wet through. I've had a nice bit of a walk. I've burnt through 2 batteries. The other one was like 15%. This has gone down to 12, so I'll stop recording. Yeah, right, I think I'm going to stop screen recording because I think I've done enough of what I want. I might piss around with it a bit more, I don't know. Let's have a look. I wonder if it had a problem because I was connected to the GoPro. I'm not sure. Right, again, something's wrong with this GoPro. because I don't know what's just happened. And I pressed record and then all of a sudden it stopped recording, so I'm not quite sure. But yeah, there you go. Landed safely. The batteries, the remote control, I would say is about, I don't know, I'm guessing just above, like maybe about 3/4, 60% something. That's down. I've got another battery spare, but I've been flying for about an hour now, and I've done quite a bit, I would say, for my first outdoor flight. And I think it's a nice point up here. My free landing zone, courtesy of the old Lofthouse Golf Club, and presumably the youngsters that have brought it up. Fair play to them. So yeah, I think that's it. Am I happy with it? Yes. Something says critically low battery warning, which I'm assuming is the drone, because I haven't turned it off. So that's another bad thing. I should have. There, look. Can you see it? It's flashing red. So I should have turned that off. That's bad by me. So one short followed by one long. Right, that is flashing off. Drone off. Drone off. And then in here, now I've finished recording. The sun is not helping. Short press, long press. That should be that off. So everything is off now. The only thing I need to do is just dismount. Now this is fiddly. It can be fiddly. So what I'll have to do is just pop that there. God knows what you're going to get from this, but take that out, which is all right. But if I've got a flip phone, which I do, my fear is I'm going to snap my phone. And then this, that's your USB-C that just plugs into there. You do get an Apple one as well that goes in the side, and then obviously these sticks here, you twizzle them off and you pop them into the bottom. Quite simple. And then that falls down, which is a pain in the ass when you're holding a camera, but I will try and show you what to do with one hand. It doesn't go down perfectly, but that's that. And then these, you literally just twizzle them off. With me, they usually fall on the floor, and then you pop them back in the bottom like that. And then the other one, that one goes in there, and that's done. And then what I'll do is I will just put my tripod out, and I'll fold away the drone, so you can see the drone here. So these are the front ones. So what I'll do is you do the, no, I've done it wrong already. You fold them ones here, and then you fold that back. That's nice and neat. Somebody comes up here, they're going to wonder what the hell I'm doing up here, but I don't care. I'm going to put the case back on for the battery, for the camera, and then I'm going to, not a lot of people, I'm not sure if everybody does this, but I'm going to try and keep doing it. Your little cradle. So you'll literally just make sure the blades are in, pop it into there, and it just snaps under the camera. The blades just stay in there, and it just literally pops in, just so it can't go anywhere. So pop that away. That's nicely in the bag. The remote, that can go back in, and then that is pretty much it. My first flight. I'll probably go back, have a cuppa, have a coffee or something, and then I'll probably put all the footage together, see what it looks like. Might be shit, not quite sure, but it's given me a bit more confidence. I'm probably going to go somewhere different. I'm tempted to go over that way. However, I'm also tempted to drive the car out somewhere different in the middle of nowhere, not too far from here, away from people again, and just try and get some more footage, because them last shots that I did, them cinematic shots, I don't want to be doing cinematic shots of myself. I want to kind of find a subject, I don't know, some bridge or something in the middle of nowhere, or something that I can kind of just get some nice footage on, and pull it all together and see what it sounds like. So that's it for me. I'm going to have another drink of water, pack my bag, that is going in there. Actually, I will do it now. That's in there. Put my phone case back on, which again, as I said, some phone cases might be fine. I've seen some people with phone cases on them when they've snapped them in, but mine might be a bit more clunky, and because it's a flip phone as well. So just to bear that in mind, it's good to put a phone in. I try to use an old Samsung A52s, I think, which is my spare phone, but be careful, because if you have a look on the DJI website and look at the compatible phones for the 4K Mini, it tells you what are the compatible phones. Now oddly, I've got the Samsung Flip Z5, I think. Oddly, that's not listed, but it works. But I tried to put the A52 in, thinking I'll keep my phone in my pocket in case of emergencies, and I'll use my spare phone to fly it. But I think because it's probably a 5-year-old phone, I think the technology and the app updates and everything don't support it. So if you are thinking of getting one, check if your phone's compatible to cradle it in the controller, because if not, you could have issues. And I think there is other ones that you can buy with inbuilt screens, which I'm new to drone flying. This is the first time I've ever done it. I like taking photographs, I like going out and filming stuff, but I don't know what you can get. But I do know there is a lot of other stuff in the DJI world that you can buy, so have a good look. End of the day, if you did buy it and it wasn't compatible, I'm sure you could return it. Right, that's enough from me. I'm parched, I'm thirsty, I'm hot for the first time this year outside, because of the blaring sun, which is lovely to see. Bags packed. I'm going to have a quick drink, put this back on my phone, and then I'm going to walk back that way and go home and get a cuppa. So this may make it online, this may not. You might think it's shit, you might think it's good. I honestly don't know. You might find it useful. If you have, great. If you haven't, then stop watching. It's as simple as that. Right, thanks. Au revoir.